One strategy a lot of people use is they separate the kids.
Yes.
They say, okay, and look, okay, if someone's like actively like hitting the other kid, obviously we don't want any, physical harm to come to anybody. But I actually find that the separation can escalate the conflict because what are you doing? And you might be physically relocating one of the kids to another place, and no one wants that, so that just create more turmoil. So in this next situation that I got a chance to talk to Deanna, a mom, about, because her kids, what was happening was her kids are at the dining room table at lunch and she's in the kitchen. And then the older brother is pushing or hitting his younger daughter, his younger sister. So in this situation, I think, how old are these kids? Let's check. Okay, so we've got Brian. We'll call him Brian. He's 8, and Maya is 5. Okay, and so what can happen to help de-escalate the situation besides mom, intervening and getting between the two of them? And so we did some problem solving so that she wasn't going to need to be in that situation where she was separating them. So let's hear her describe the situation.
Yeah, they're sitting at
Okay.
the table next to each other,
Mhm.
and then Brian will tell Maya, "Oh, you're too close to me. Back away." And then she just kind of ignores him and keeps eating her lunch and moving around and being wiggly. And then um, it happens again that he notices she's too close to him, and then he'll like push her away, and then she'll start screaming.
So what to do? What to do? So I initially I invited mom to become um, one of her kids. And
Mhm.
so we're going to hear that. And I became mom. So Brian, what's up? What happened from your perspective? Because I'm pretty sure it's different than how Maya experienced it.
She's on my side again. She's always moving on my side. And I asked her not to nicely, and she didn't listen.
So hard for you. You really want space. This has actually come up before at the table, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And you did all the things that we talked about, which was you made a request of her, and then she ignored you.
Yeah.
And when that happened, you just got, what else is there to do except, be physical with her? And so you did the only thing that you could think of to do in the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there, if you could redo this, is there any other way you could think of handling this?
Maybe I can get up and move.
Get
Move
up
a
and
lot.
move yourself. Okay, that's like genius territory. What stopped you? What stopped you this time?
Well, I was still eating and I wanted to stay in my spot and eat. This is my spot.
Got it. Because you want ease and you're in flow, and why would you be the person that's going to be moving? Because this is where you were established. So it feels like it's actually, although I love the idea, it sounds like it's not feasible because it requires you to stretch more than you want to stretch. Is that true?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, I'm getting it. Okay, so that's not an option. But I love that we're starting to problem solve here. So I'd like us to do some problem solving. Okay, so next I connected with Maya. But as mom, the way to not have to separate them is to be completely transparent about what you're doing and why you're doing it. So at the point that I would hear that screaming and the pushing, I'd come in and I'd say, I see two people fighting right now.
Hmm.
And I'd say, Brian, I want to connect with you first, and Maya, then I'm going to connect with you. Does that work for you, Maya? Okay, so I get the buy-in, and then so that way Maya, while I'm connecting with Brian, Maya knows her turn's coming.
I see.
Okay, so then I connected with Maya. Maya, sweetie, we talked about this so many times about, hey, your brother needs space. And so were you wanting, what was up for you? Were you just really wanting to be close to him? What was happening for you, Maya?
just eating my lunch. I didn't even know I was on his side.
Oh, okay. Well, so help me understand how after he said to please move, did you not hear him? What happened?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, I want to know something. Did you hear him, but you were having such a good time eating your lunch and feeling close to him that you really just didn't want to move away from him?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right, because you love him and you like being close to him. And yeah, and what happens for you when he wants to be further away from you? How do you feel when that happens?
Oh, it makes me sad.
Sweetie, you feel so sad. You feel sad. Yeah. Oh, we have such a challenge here. Oh, I've got a question for you, Maya.
Mhm.
When if what you're wanting is closeness, could instead of being close to him, would you like to be close to me? Could that do it for you if you're close to me?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, so here's a question for you. When you want that closeness, instead of getting close to your brother, what about bringing your lunch into the kitchen and sitting down on the floor next to me and eating and keeping me company?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Okay,
always like to be close to mommy.
right. Me again. If you enjoyed this video and would like to find out more about how to apply what I just discussed in your own family, you might want to get a free conflict prevention jumpstart kit. The details are in the description of this video. It includes strategies for turning every conflict into an opportunity for more trust and connection without giving up on anything that's important to you.